Hey everyone, I'm Carter. Today I have two free coloring pages to share with you. These are really cool because if you have a tablet, you can do them digitally or you can print them and color them like we're doing today. I did these in a standard 8x10, so they were easy to trim down and frame if you wanted to do that. And I do have a couple more packs available in my Etsy shop if you are interested in more coloring pages.
And of course, everything will be linked in the description box below.
So I'm going to give you guys some tips and tricks for better outcomes, just basic stuff that'll help them pop. I'm using Prismacolor colored pencils today. These are great for beginners if you have access to them. Just use the best, most blendable item that you have, whatever medium that you have that's blendable. My first tip is to create a color palette. So just go through, swatch your stuff, write down the names, and pick colors that are going to match your piece. You need dark and light variations of the same colors so that you can create shadows and highlights. This is also a great time to play around with your colors and see how they work and blend together. You may also want various shades of grays and browns to add highlights and shadows. The next tip is to always start light and build. It's way easier to add color than it will ever be to take it away. And you also want to preserve your lightness because you have to highlight, which brings us to determining your source of light. So to really bring life and a pop to your artwork, you want to know where the light is hitting all of the different pieces in your artwork. So those little yellow lines represented my light, and that tells me where I want to add lightness or highlights and popping, and where I want to add the shadows. So I'm using a yellow for lightness here. I'm using a blue for shadows, and then I'm going back in and layering back over with my mid-tone green just to add so much depth and dimension and to help me get the saturation and the color buildup that I want. I'm doing the same thing with the purple flowers, remembering where my light source is so I know where to highlight and where to put shadows. And with these hibiscus flowers, they're really dark in the center. So I'm going in with the darker color first, really to preserve the darkness, to make sure that they are as dark as they can possibly be. Then I'm using my mid-tone color again, just to really blend out that purple tone and give an all-over color to my petals. A great tip is to hold your pencil more loosely and further away from the tip when you are coloring lightly, and then when you need to be more precise, to hold it more towards the tip. And here I'm really just trying to add a lot of fun color variation. I'm less worried about shading, even though I am trying to preserve that some, you know what I mean? But with these extra purple colors, I was just trying to add some fun variation to the flowers and the veins. So you can play around with that too. And another really cool thing you can do if you're using Prismacolors is to use a lighter color to really go over top of your shading and meld that yummy blend that you did. And then really for the last one, I'm just doing the same thing. A lighter green closer to the light source and then a darker green further away from it. And if you want to, you can grab a light brown or a little bit of a darker green and add some shadows where the leaves hit the stem, but it's completely optional. You can barely see it on camera, but little details like that actually make a pretty good difference in real life. That's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget, I have a few packs of coloring pages in my Etsy shop. I have a slang pack, a floral pack, and then just kind of like a positive messages pack. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you very soon. Bye.